Hello, Sagittarius, and welcome to my channel, Ragean's Intuitive Tarot. I hope you're doing very well out there. Sagittarius, last week I did all of my readings saying that there was a full moon in October, and it's actually a new moon, a super new moon solar eclipse in the sign of Libra. So oftentimes readers will be doing a reading for one sign and say a different sign or say something that they didn't mean to say, but it's usually it was meant to be said. We just didn't realize it. And so I was asking, why did I keep calling it a full moon? Well, I feel it's because full moons are all about releasing, letting go, and new moons are all about calling in and receiving. And I feel like there's a door that is closing here, Sagittarius, and it's time to, it's time to let go of all of those things. I feel like if we don't do the work, if we don't do the shadow work, if we don't address our toxic behaviors and all of the stuff that is coming up for us at the time, if we ignore it, if we try to push it down, if it's only going to propel us to repeat a cycle. And I feel like we're really at the precipice, or like we're at a tight spot where we need to make the decision to purge and jump into the new dimension, the new reality, or we're going to be stuck in the old one. So that's why I feel I kept calling it the full moon, is because it's very imperative that we purge all of the toxic energy and get our vibration right so that we can move on. So Sagittarius, for you, we have closed off, guarded resistance. And this is what I'm talking about. I hope that you're not being closed off and guarded, and that you're not resisting the changes, that you're not resisting looking in the mirror and seeing where things are cracking and crumbling, and being, like I said, we got to do our shadow work. It's a time for apologies. It's a time for forgiveness. Where have you done somebody wrong that you need to ask for forgiveness? You need to, because I feel there's a lot of regret. There's a lot of repression here. There's a lot of, there's some negative energy clinging to comfort zones, clinging to lies, clinging to manipulations, clinging to old ways of doing things, clinging to toxic behaviors. I feel like there's been a lot of separation, and it's time to reintegrate. It's time to bring back unions by apologizing and forgiving. There could be a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn that you need to apologize to, that you need to make amends with in some way. You might even be connecting with somebody or being guided in your dreams to reach out to somebody, to make amends, to rebuild some sort of connection, to let go of something. There could be somebody, you and somebody else are mirroring each other. This is a time for self-love, a time to reinvent yourself. This is a time to set your intentions of what you want to see moving forward. How do you want your relationships to look? How are you going to show up? The Eight of Pentacles is about how you show up in your life, in your work, in your community, in your relationships, in your family. We have the King of Wands. You could be dealing with a Leo energy, but the King of Wands is, he has a salamander on his shirt, and the salamander is the only creature who can survive a fire. So I feel like, the King of Wands can also be a little bit arrogant and boastful. So be careful that you're not, because it's like, be careful that you're being humble here, Sagittarius. Sometimes we have to humble ourselves in order to take accountability for the things that we've done and give out apologies where they're needed. And I think sometimes humbling ourselves and giving those apologies and standing in our integrity, that is the only way to move things forward. The Knight of Pentacles, that's an energy of independence, being alone. Wow, Sagittarius, you might feel like you're alone. You might feel like you're doing things like you're all on your own, like it's all up to you. You may feel like you don't have a lot of support, but the Nine of Pentacles is always telling you that you're never alone. Even if it's spirits or guides, you're always being supported. You always have love. There's always people on your side looking out for you, trying to guide you. The energy at the bottom of the deck is the Six of Wands. This is all about success and victory here, Sagittarius. So let's see. At the center of your reading, we have the Magician. You are the magician of your reality. You can make things happen here. I feel like with the Sun card, the Sun card is all about liberation. It's about freedom. Again, it's about being the best version of yourself. It's about being the light. It's about using your skills and talents and abilities to manifest what it is that you want. The Knight of Pentacles, it's like something's moving really slowly. Your manifestations could be coming in really slowly. But I feel like this is a time to discover, to reinvent yourself, to figure out who you truly are, and then who you truly are, what you truly want in life, what lights you up, what makes you happy. Here, Sagittarius, I feel like, what roots, you're wanting to put down new roots. And the Three of Wands is saying that is usually a card of waiting for your ships to come in, waiting for something. But I feel here it's like the Three of Wands is also a card of procrastination. It can be a card of like, what are you waiting for? Are you waiting for stop waiting for other people to get their shit together and just focus on what you need to do for you. Focus on, your dreams, your goals. The Page of Wands is very, it's like having that childlike enthusiasm for life, that childlike wonder. It's almost like, Sagittarius, you have the opportunity to start over here somehow. You have the opportunity to reinvent yourself, to put down new roots, to build the legacy that you want to leave for your family. This is all about, I feel like, overcoming some sort of abandonment issues, overcoming past disappointments, and just stepping, overcoming some codependencies I'm hearing, and stepping into your true power here and creating the life that you want without excuses, without limitations. Six of Pentacles, something that you thought you lost is going to be returned. The balance, with Libra season, it's restoring balance and harmony. There's a need to use your intuition here, Sagittarius, because we have the Ten of Cups, which is fortune after difficulty. So you've had a difficult situation, but something is going to balance out. There might even be a surprise ahead here. So make sure that you're choosing what feels right for you. You're listening to your intuition. You're not listening to any outside opinions. The answers that you need are within you here. And I feel like you are going to get clarity. There is going to be an epiphany, some understanding. You're going to understand why things happened the way they happened, why things work out the way they worked out, and there's going to be some healing here, because you're going to learn. There's going to be some lessons learned. And we do have the Ten of Pentacles here, which is what you're striving for, that happily ever after. I feel like it's here, Sagittarius. But again, I think it has to do with working on yourself. There's some apologies that need to be had. There's some regrets that need to be let go of. There's some comfort zones that need to be walked away from. There's a lot of reflections and projections with you and the people that you love that I think you're going to gain some clarity on here. Like I said, this Libra season is going to balance things out. The best thing that you can do, Sagittarius, is just keep working on yourself. Stay in your lane. Pray for guidance and listen to your intuitive answers. I'm sending you so much love, Sagittarius. I wish you all of the very best. Things are going to turn around and get better. Don't be afraid to do the shadow work. It's very necessary. But until then, Sagittarius, if this resonates, I would love it if you would hit the like and subscribe. If not, check out some of your other signs. Come back another time. Order a personal reading. But until then, I wish you all the very best.